I'll start by saying this. Our industry, the customer industry, has a few built-in challenges that makes us unique. And here's the first one. Very few people in this industry went to school for this. You didn't really go to school and get a degree in customer experience or degree in customer service or degree in contact center. So most people end up in the industry by accident. I'll say that happened to me as well. My original career is finance. I was a CFO of a direct marketing company. The VP of operations of the contact center resigned. 2 hours later, they offered me her job. So I literally moved from finance to contact center operations in a single afternoon. Now I knew all the numbers, but I didn't know how to run a contact center. And I think that's a common challenge a lot of us have in this industry is we don't know what we don't know. We end up in the job and we hope we're making good decisions, and we check around and say, well, look, I'm pretty smart. I want to do a good job, but I'm still not sure I'm making the right decision. So the kinds of people we meet in our workshops, and I'm sure other trainers would say the same thing, they kind of looked in the mirror and said, this isn't okay. I can't succeed in serving customers. I can't succeed in serving my employees, and I can't succeed in making our organization better if there aren't certain things that I really need to know.
Right? Should it be to the bottom line, to the business itself? Should it be against the competition, right? Should it be in terms of to the customer? So these are the things that needs to be weighed out in terms of what is more important, and that gets prioritized. Now, the interesting layer then comes in is when you start to notice that some of these country builds could actually be relevant for the rest of the countries or the region. Then how do you make sure that this gets prioritized for the rest of the countries to be able to get that, right? Because you're leveraging off a good idea from another country, right? So these are the things that we try to balance across. So it's important to have that right structure to be able to support that also. So when I say right structure, I mean having, example, a core team that actually builds across the region, then having, I guess, maintenance squads in an agile format to be able to support local country asks, right? So you're able to be nimble, to be able to balance all this, to see now which one could I take and implement for the region, or which one do I need to localize more so that it's more meaningful for the countries itself. So there needs to be both sides, not just from the local country, but also from a group standpoint to be able to give that flexibility and the agility to make it ultimately right effective for the country to compete in their market.
NPS or satisfaction surveys to capture their customer experience and how this is a way to react in the improvement plans. You think that it's kind of a way where they look into their internal data only, but there is another source that is not always getting enough attention, which is the external independent voice of the consumer platforms. I mean, yeah, NPS is structured, is reactive as a methodology, but the reviews on external platforms tend to be more emotional and give the consumer the freedom to share immediate feedback. So consumers will always ask for, or they will share opinions about their experiences with brands, no matter if I'm talking about, I don't know, a random conversation with a friend or a share in social media. And it's important for companies to listen and to react to this external conversation. This is critical in order to grow.
You can have the best technology, you can implement the best project, the best initiative, or the best CRM, what Kamel said. But if your employees are not going to use that, or they don't like that, or they use still the old system because they say, no, I was not involved, then it doesn't make sense. Therefore, it's key to involve employees from the beginning. And if we make one step earlier, if we think about employee journeys, these are also keys. It means then it starts from the hiring process. I hire somebody for the values that he has, from the attitude that is bringing in the company, and then I go through the next steps. I think there is one great example, and sorry to always using this example, from the Zappos CEO. And at the beginning, as Zappos was a smaller company than now, he was trying to hire people and try to find the intersection between what's the passion of the people, what they are good at, and what the company needs. And you find the intersection between these three topics, items, then you are sure that you can have an engaged employee, that it can create a value added. And then if you go through all the different steps, and we have again a great example from Disney,